Big house, fancy job, rolling in cash. What would it take for you to give it all up? Avery Haynes tonight with the story of an extraordinary Canadian, a Harvard-trained doctor who redefines what it means to have it all.
When we were rich, I felt like a failure.
It's not something you usually hear in a neighborhood like this, a leafy upscale enclave where the houses are grand, the lawns manicured, and the gardens groomed.
We did have everything. We had this big house and, two cars.
We had retirement savings funds. We had everything.
When most people say we had it all, it's said with regret, but not the family who lives right here in this stately home surrounded by luxury.
When we became quotation makes poor, love.
Andrew Simone is a doctor, a Harvard-trained dermatologist who operates a drop-in clinic out of the back of his house. And it's here that he and his wife Joan have raised 13 children, including one they adopted. Rewind to 1975.
We weren't happy. The children were selfish. We were giving them everything, giving them money.
You have this gorgeous house in this beautiful neighborhood. You have everything that money can buy, and you feel completely empty.
Yeah, I was just empty.
The Catholic couple found themselves at a prayer group and made a life-altering decision. They would give away all of their worldly possessions except this house, which they needed to raise their large family.
It wasn't hard giving away the money. That was easy. It wasn't hard giving away the car.
I was never happy when we did have money in the bank. I didn't know what to do with it. It was just sitting there.
Every single penny except for the bare minimum to live given to the poor. At some point, one of your teenagers must have said, I want that thing.
Yeah, work for it. Go get it.
Did they ever rebel against you?
Yeah, some of them went without getting their bicycle or their fancy boots and things like that.
Some people won't fathom why you would want to live like the poorest of the poor.
There's something about poverty that is so beautiful and so wonderful and so satisfying. It makes you so happy.
A nondescript warehouse in Mississauga is the epicenter of the Simone's call to help the poor. On this day, a container is being loaded up with supplies. Destination, the Philippines. A steady stream of volunteers come by to load and to donate to Dr. Simone's charity, Canadian Food for Children.
You are my hero.
Yeah.
You are my hero.
A charity set up 3 decades ago following this extraordinary letter, asking Andrew and Joan to help feed the poor in Ethiopia and Tanzania. That signature? Mother Teresa.
We shipped to 20 countries.
20 countries. Do you know the poundage of how much has actually gone out?
We ship about 5 million kilos a year.
This year alone, 352 of those cargo containers have been shipped out.
The last count I had is that he had worked self-funded in over 40 different countries.
And what he's seen has only solidified his solidarity with the poor. The Simones use wood to heat their home.
So you have this Harvard doctor out cutting with an axe wood for a wood stove.
They rely on food donations from strangers.
There's some days I can't get things in the refrigerator. Other days it's quite empty.
And in this house where the Simones raised their 12 children and 1 adopted child, they also over the years opened their doors to 27 foster kids.
We would take the whole family. And twice there was 4 kids. We would take the whole family rather than split the kids up.
They stopped making people like you.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Oh, there's lots of nice people. Each human has the ability to do so many wonderful things in this earth.
There was discussions at the warehouse today about you one day will be made a saint.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Now, Andrew Simone is also, in case there wasn't enough in there about all the things that he's done, he's also an Order of Canada recipient. And the amazing thing about this is he initially, when they approached him about this, he respectfully rejected it. The only Canadian to ever do so for this reason, and that is that he felt that his wife Joan also deserved one. They messed around with all the protocols, and they both were given Order of Canadas. And when he went to accept it at the black tie event, he got one of the suits from the warehouses to me.
How Gandhi-ish of this man, and what a wonderful thing to have done. And that shows you how addicted we become to our material possessions and how we build ourselves a little box and keep ourselves inside of it, and he's broken out.
And the
Look
amazing
what he's
thing,
done.
and the amazing thing is, he doesn't expect other people to do the same as him, but just to be grateful for what they have. I'd love to hear about from you about this story or any other. I am at City Avery.
The Inside Story, as you know, runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News. All segments are up on our website, citynews.ca.